I want to take my medicine. Give me a second. Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is Morgan Reviews. If that name is already taken by somebody, then I will have to change the name. I'm also thinking Morgan wants to believe in good products. Anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing some single beauty applicator items that you can get on the Shoppo app. Full disclosure, I am a copywriter and I do write copy for the app, but I'm not being paid to give these things good reviews, as you will see. Some of the stuff is genuinely good and I use it. Some of it is maybe not the best and maybe I don't use it. But this is all stuff you can get on the app, and it's stuff that I have been provided for the purpose of the review. So I did not pay for this stuff, but I will tell you how much it costs and what I think of it. Let's get started. Energy. The first thing I'm going to review is this little item. It is a makeup palette, which I am absolutely in love with, and the total cost with the item and the shipping is $5.21. I'm just going to tell you what the cost of the item is with the shipping included, so you're not surprised if you decide you want to get the stuff. This is something that I'm really excited about because I used to make my own makeup palettes out of little pieces of a plastic binder. This is not environmentally friendly, nor is it great when they all fall out of your makeup bag. I no longer have to do that because I have this little guy. It's super easy to wash and use, even though I might not have washed it since this morning or yesterday. But it's nice and comfortable to use. It's got this little rubberized bit to make it easy to hold, and it works as a mirror, so I can use it to dab, face. Oh look, here I am. The other thing it comes with is this really nice little scooping tool. I have the tendency to dip my dirty bacteria fingers inside of my products, which is something that you probably shouldn't do. If you want to mix stuff together, this is a great little tool for scooping, and it's not too sharp, which is great because it doubles as a cuticle pusher, even though it obviously was not designed to do that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this guy. This is a blusher brush, and it is $3 altogether. To be completely honest, I've used it for powder, but I'm not living for it. It looks like something that you would get at a gift shop on a UFO, which is obviously something that I'm okay with. I'm old enough to have loved this show the first time around, which is the only time that mattered. Anyway, I do love the design of the handle, but the brush itself, I don't know, for $3 it's just kind of basic. It's not fluffy enough to be a kabuki brush or do all over powder. It's good to use for baking. So if you like this design and you're looking for a blush brush, go for it, $3. But if not, live your life. The next thing we're going to talk about is, I've actually kind of fallen in love with this. I have used this ever since getting it every day to do at least the beginning of my foundation before I blend it in. I kind of really like it. It's $3 altogether with shipping. In the app, it's listed as something Chubby brush, so we're obviously kindred spirits. But if you look at it closely, some of the bristles, like a couple, 3, 4 of them, are sticking out a little bit further than the rest. The first time I used it, I think 3 or 4 bristles came out, but since then, that hasn't happened. And honestly, for $3, this is just a nice, good, basic brush for foundation or BB cream. 100% solid. Fourth thing, this is a Silisponge. You might have seen these on the internet. This one looks messed up because number one, I've used it and it still has makeup on it. Second, I broke it. It looks like it has a plastic covering, which is why I broke into it, because I thought the top part was just part of the wrapping. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's dumb. It's just silicone on the inside. It does feel like a boob. For things like concealer where I want full coverage, I actually prefer this to a normal beauty blender because it doesn't absorb any of the color. So things that I'm trying to cover up, like spots from the sun, I think this thing is probably visible, things that I'm trying to cover up, I want the color to stay on it, and I'm really pleased with how this beauty blender actually performs. I don't use it for all over color, but for concealer. Now, I have seen different reviews talk about the Silisponge, and they've been like, it's $10. Just try it, because it's $10. $10 is like into your grocery money. I'm not going to spend $10 on something that I'm like, eh. This through the Shoppo app is 93 cents, including shipping. It will take about 3 to 6 weeks to get there, I hear. So, you know, if you are in a hurry, this is not where to get it, but if you aren't, finally, this thing. It's $2 altogether, and it's a fish brush. It is part of a set. I really wanted to love this because it picks up liquids well. I was using it for a strobe cream review earlier. It has nice even coverage, and even though I'm 33, I still think it's cute because I'm kind of basic. But this has a manufacturing defect. When I used it for the first time, I chopped off a section where the bristles had been sitting in adhesive or something, and they had formed into a spike that scratched my face. I'm not sure how pervasive the problem is, if this is just my brush or just a few brushes, but if you are going to get this item, maybe don't get the one that I have, which is linked below so you know which one to avoid. But if you're gonna get it, test it out to make sure it doesn't have any spikes inside. And that's the end of my single product reviews. So if you want any of these things, go ahead and download the Shoppo app. You can find it in the Apple App Store and whatever Android app store there is. I don't know, I have an iPhone 6 Plus, so I actually have no idea what the other app stores are. If you liked this video and found it helpful, go ahead and subscribe or say like, or I don't know what YouTube does. I'm new to this. Just say hey, say hi, hey. I'm going to be making more of these, both for Shoppo from the things they send me to review, and also just other products, because I just like products. And also I work from home, so a lot of the time I just need someone to talk to about my stuff. That's all. Thanks for watching.